We live. All right. Well, folks, I'm showing up a little late tonight, but I'm better late than never, right? I'd rather be here than not be here at all. So yeah, this this stream was motivated from a conversation I was having earlier today. Kind of took me back when I was younger, when I was a little badass running around the way that I was out with my pops and shit. And we used to go fishing. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with Louisiana, but Louisiana has been tagged as the sportsman's paradise. Um, we used to have rodeos and stuff like that out here, and sometimes on the weekend, a lot of times we go down by the bayou, like a big get together. I ain't gonna say big, but it was enough motherfuckers to be out there more than a handful. But there was this pond we'll go to, or we just say the river for the sake of conversation. It's like a little, almost like a spillway or whatnot. And these guys all go down there. They bring their sons down there. Sometimes the uncles and shit will be out there with them, and they all be fishing from the same pond. You know, they get out there and drink their little beers and shit, smoke their little reefers or whatever you did. And sometimes they catch something, and if it wasn't what they wanted, or some wild ass sawfish or some shit, they throw it back in the fucking water. Well, lo and behold, 20 30 minutes later, or maybe the next week, somebody will go back to that same pond and catch that same fucking fish. You know. Now, what struck me about this, what I'm about to tell you, is a childhood memory that came back to my mind that kind of stuck out. It was a time when I had first started fishing. My daddy had finally got me my first little pole. So I was like, man, I'm gonna go catch me a fish. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna catch me a fucking catfish. I'm gonna get my mama or my daddy to skin this bitch, and we gonna fry his ass up. So I went out there, and guess what? I got lucky. I caught a fish, but it wasn't exactly the fish that stuck out. Is that when I caught the fish had a hook in it. I'm like, damn, daddy, why this fish got a hook in it? And what he said was stuck with me to this day. He said, well, son, we live down here on the bayou in this particular spot right here. Everybody come and fish out the same pond. So more than likely, either somebody that fish got away or somebody caught him and they threw him back in the water and take the hook out of his mouth, you know? So for the sake of this live that I'm about to do, the pond actually represents something today in our modern time, as far as traveling and whatnot. The pond actually represents the pre-gaming sites that these I don't want to use that word. The travelers. I ain't gonna call y'all that because that's fucked up on W. The pond represents the place where the travelers go at to meet women before they go there. All right. And in this pond, you have numerous websites. And the websites may be a more the more prevalent, well-known ones, of course, is Tinder. Some people may use Bumble. Some people may use Colombian Cupid. Some people may use what's the other one? I can't remember it. Baidu, I think it is, or some shit like that. I don't know. But it's a whole myriad of these websites that all these guys just huddle up and come into, and they cast their ride off into this fucking pond. All right. The pond being the internet, to meet women or whatnot. And what happens more often than not, these guys are all going to the same pond and they end up meeting the same type of the same women in one way or the shape, form, or fashion. Now, this doesn't always happen, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, what I've been seeing, because I'm involved with a lot of different groups and people, and I just talk to a lot of folks, you know what I'm saying? And some people are more verbal than others about the women and the type of women they come across or whatnot. I'm not going to say what takes place. I'm not going to go that far. But if you're in these groups, you know what goes down. All right. And what happens is a lot of times these guys end up meeting the same motherfucking women and shit. They share information or whatnot. And sometimes it gets a little ugly because you out here thinking, oh man, something crazy goes through your mind. You think you the only motherfucker fishing in this pond, and ain't nobody else gonna catch your fish. All right, and mind you, what's even crazier about it, the delusion that these people are the only, you're only visiting this pond maybe, I'm gonna say once or twice every 60 or 70 days. And you get offended when someone else goes to that same pond and pull a fish out that you threw back in there. It's immoral and it's fucking illogical. And this is why, another reason why you see a lot of these guys are going out here and this array of robberies that's taking place and shit, because a lot of folks are irrational and illogical, and they fail to notice the simple truth of the matter is that you're not the only people going to this venue looking for this particular item. And just so happen, you have to realize and accept that you're going to have to share this particular item with other people and not get in your feelings, get in your fifis if you see another brother with your fish out there pond. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a high probability that this shit is going to happen, right? So, with that being said, I got that out of the way. I done laid down the foundation of where I'm going at with that. Hopefully, y'all have an understanding of what I'm talking about when I say fishing out the same fucking pond. I know people be like, fishing out the pond. What this crazy ass country ass boy talking about? Man, old dog done lost his fucking mind. He talking about fishing in the pond? How does that correlate with travel? And I just broke it down to you. That's what's going on. All right. Since I got that little part laid down, I'm driving right now, so I'm gonna look over here in my phone and see who may or may not be in here. I'm gonna give y'all a quick shout out or whatever, and I'm gonna go ahead on with my story. Milano, man, what's happening with you, bro? Freedom, what's good, fam? I see you. Charles Explorers. Yeah, I fell for one of those, realized she had 1,000 D's before me. Yeah, cousin. It's real talk. It's real talk. And look, Charles, bro, I respect you for being a man and coming up and putting that out there. Cause you see, a lot of cats, you hear me, they're gonna roll over. What, you just broke down? No, Travelmatic, nigga. I ain't break down. What was wrong with you? I'm rolling around. Anyway, Charles Explorers, I respect you for being honest, bro, because a lot of guys, bro, they won't be honest about that. And what they'll do is they backdoor folks, cousin. And I'm gonna get back into the backdoor move, but that's some low down shit to hit that backdoor on them. Travelmatic, man, welcome to the chat, bro. Glad you're here. Brian, what's up, old dub, man? B, man, I can't call the player. I'm just dropping this quick live right quick. I'm gonna hopefully the knowledge that I expressed, it'll make it to somebody's ears, and hopefully it'll make them make better decisions moving forward in the future. That's what I'm trying to do tonight. Nothing major. Just something quick. I appreciate all y'all being here. Um, do me a solid. Go ahead and hit that like button. Yeah, we ain't gonna be here too long, but old Dub is gonna lay it down right quick, and I'm gonna keep it on pushing. Nah, you were saying you broke down something as I came on. Oh no. I was breaking down what the meaning was behind fishing from the same pond and how a lot of people get that shit misconstrued. They feel like when they go on Tinder or they go into like these apps to do their little pre-gaming, they act like other motherfuckers ain't got phones and computers too, and they're not using these same sites to meet these women. And that's what I'm about to get into because I'm more than sure if unless you're just deaf, you're not you know locked under a rock somewhere lately, you've been noticing for the past couple of weeks there's been an uptick in these robberies and shit out here in Medellin. I mean, it done got to the point to where if they can't drug you, they just beating you. And shit ain't funny. We whooping them boys' ass, boy. Ooh, good lord, boy, they get more fashion than whooping out there. But anyway, it's getting to the point to where these guys are going out there and they're using these websites, right? And they're taking these ladies' words for face value. They're meeting them and they're like bringing them back to their apartments, their domicile, all their things that they're being drugged, they're being robbed, they're being not taken care of, taken advantage of. All right. And when I hear their stories, for the most part, most of them was like, well, it always starts off similar to this. Well, I met her on Tinder, and everything just goes downhill from that. Like once you hit Tinder, that shit is synonymous with drugs, robbery. You're getting fucked in the ass. You're fucked. You're done. Like as soon as you hear, well, I met her on Tinder, you could pretty much after that point fill in the blank of the story what's going to happen to this poor fucking gringo, you know. And I'm just wondering, like, did someone tell these guys, man, look, you're going there to target these women for either access to cheap sex or access to a relationship, you're using this website to acquire women. Period. Point blank. Your methodology, yeah, or the reason why, that's neither here nor there. That's on a person-to-person basis. But we do know why men are going there. All right, and the women in these countries know why you're going there. So now we have a situation to where we're targeting them. They're not dumb. These people are smart. They're surviving. Okay, you're us as men are using these websites for uh, gratification, uh, socialization, and ultimately stimulation. Okay, follow me now. You see those words, how they all coincide? This is as men what we're using these websites for. If you tell me any different, well, you can lie to yourself, but you can lie to me, but you can't lie to yourself. Just be honest about it. You know what I'm saying? And these women know that. They know that we're going there because obviously there's something there that they have that we don't have in our country. And they figured that shit out. And now they know what it is. It sits right between their fucking little legs. Their hairy little fucking legs, you know what I'm saying? Some of them bitches, it's sitting right there. And they're starting to exploit that shit because now they're using these sites as a means of survival. They're using these sites as a means to extract uh, resources from gringos. Okay. I mean, think about it, how the shit's even set up. For you to even access these women out there, you have to pay an upgrade on the site to actually have access to the women on those different places or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how Tinder works. I've used it too on numerous occasions. And you have to pay for the gold membership or whatever to go international and things of that nature. So we're actually paying to message them. So they're sitting there in the back of their head like, okay, they're coming here. They got money. Uh, how can I get more money out of them? All right. So they know most of the guys are gullible. So that's what ends up happening. So this is where the disconnect is at right here. We're looking at it for fun and game, stimulation. They're looking at it as a fucking survival. Okay. That's where the disconnect is at. This is where I want you guys to listen to me and listen to me fucking closely. All right. You're dealing with a group of people who are in fucking survival mode in this business. They're shrewd. They're precise. You know what I'm saying? They're using fucking attrition to extract your motherfucking money and your resources. You think it's all about a nut. Well, in your mind, for you, it's all about a nut, and you're having a good old time. You want to go drink, you want to party, you want to turn up, and you want to bust a nut at the end of the night. Yeah, that's all fine and dandy, but Lil Maria, she's got two or three little babies back at home that need milk, medicine, and he likes to be on. This is fun and game for you. Shit is serious for them. This is where y'all have to, I don't know how you're going to do it, but for some kind of way, you have to take yourself away from that fucking disconnect. All right. And the best way I can tell you guys to do that shit is approach this shit as a business transaction. Okay. This is what it is. All right. When you're going to these fucking countries, moving forward, you see what's going on out here. These fucking people are playing for keeps. You know, when you get drugged, some of these guys come back and they make it out. Yeah, they may just lose some money and they can get back home, but that dosage could be a milligram or two off here or there, and you could not know what your fucking name is. You might be on a permanent trip. You know, overdose is real. You know what I'm saying? So moving forward to protect yourself, because y'all all fishing from the same pond, right? Keep that in mind. We all fishing for the same pond. It's gonna come back to you, and this shit gonna come full circle with the pond analogy, all right? Y'all all fishing from the same pond. They know that. They're there for business, to come up, hustle. You there to get off, get your rocks off, stimulation, ejaculation, and all that good shit, all right? What I want you guys to do moving forward, once money is interjected into any situation, when you talk to a woman online, it's no longer about fun and games no more. This is fucking business. That's it. Moving forward. No, bitch, I don't want to buy you a drink. No, I don't want to smoke with you. No, I don't want to meet your grandmother. I don't want to meet your fucking auntie. I don't care how many kids you got. Once money enters into this situation, you become a Donald Trump motherfucker. And I know y'all don't like him, but fuck it, he's a shrewd businessman. And it's the first person I could think to come to mind that I could use as an example for to get through y'all heads out here. You become a businessman. All right. Okay. You want money? I want services. That's it. Everything else in between, um, going out to eat, and I want you to stay over and cook me dinner and all this type of shit like that. Y'all leaving yourselves open for all type of. It just ends bad, you know. And you're gonna have your good stories here and there. Yeah, I made out good. I had a good time. She stayed over. She made me breakfast. Hee hee ha ha ha. Yeah, you're gonna have those stories. But the bad stories are the ones that are starting to fucking tick. I mean, are the ones that's gonna stick, and they're on an uptick lately. You know, typically when I go to these places, I'm gonna be honest with you. I do have my times where I venture off, and I do like the girlfriend experience or whatever you may want to call it. But initially, there's no money involved. You know, when you come and meet me, if you say anything remotely close to, well, my time costs, great to fucking hear. I'm glad to know that shit. Okay, now I'm gonna talk to you as if I'm closing a motherfucking real estate deal down the street there at the local notary. You know, all the fun and games and shit is off the fucking table. And you guys, y'all have to do this to protect yourselves. All right. I mean, after you get with the person, second, third time, maybe you can let your guard down and maybe move towards something more intimate, so to speak. But even then, it's still a fucking pipe dream because intimacy and spending your money is two different things. If a person is attracted to you and they really literally want to fuck you, it doesn't matter how much money you have, it doesn't matter where you came from. That primal sexual attraction is going to take over. Period. Point blank. That's what it's going to be about. She's going to see you and your physique, your eyes, something about you is going to make that pussy thump, and she going to want to fuck you. Simple as that. You know. Now when they go to talking about, I need to get just say that shit. I need milk. That was what they be saying. Baby need milk. Somebody's sick. My grandma broke a leg. She walking down the street in the cast. All that type of shit like that. It's all financial. It's all business at that point. And you guys got to approach these situations as business. You at the bar, y'all chilling, you're drinking, you done brought the girl uh, two or three or four aguilas, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. She won't go back to the crib. Oh, before I get to the house, ah, you know, I just feel so much better about this if you could give me some money so I could get my baby something to eat. Fiend, we in business mode now. Scratch that. We ain't going to my motherfucking house. We gonna go right down the street to this love hotel over here for 30 mil pesos or 40 mil pesos. I'ma bring your ass in there. Fuck you like you stole something from me. I'ma politely put my clothes on and I'm gone. Business transaction. No, you don't need to come back to my fucking apartment where my computer is at, where my passport is at. You don't need to see sniffs, none of that shit. Where my good cologne is at. You don't need to see no part of that shit. And moving forward, really, fellas, y'all need to start thinking as that is in that manner. I think in my thumbnail down there, I had in there, it says pleasure is business, business is pleasure. All right. When it becomes business is when money is brought to the table. And you have to realize that shit. You know, I know how it is, bro. Trust me, I know. Because when I first left the country, man, and I went to Brazil and I saw these beautiful women, bro, it was fucking overwhelming. And the fact that I had access to them, that they literally made me feel as if that I could fuck them, but it's gonna put me a few shillings behind or whatever. It was cool, but just to be around all that, it took me by storm. And don't get me wrong, I've had my share of attractive American women or whatnot here and there, but I've had my wins and I've had my losses. But just the abundance of fine ass fucking bitches around you in Brazil, and they're going for the Lolo, and they gonna fuck you like no other, yeah, it could be overwhelming. And sometimes the little head gonna take over the big head, and the little head gonna lead your ass on down a dark path. And before you know it, you've been separated, but your money has been separated from you, and you're in a bad situation, pretty much. Now you sitting there and you trying to figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Slowly but surely, you trying to figure this shit out. I don't have my money no more. Shit, this chick, oh, this goddamn police over here, man. Let me move my ass on down the road, man. Motherfucker police can pull up behind me. Man, what you want, man? I'm over here minding my business. Going down the street. You motherfucking country ass fucking police out here. Man, what you want, nigga? Thought you wait, man. I ain't find somewhere else. Lord have mercy, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, the pussy, beautiful bitches. Yeah, the pussy and the beautiful women sometimes will say they will go out their way and it will separate you from your cash in world class time. You know what I'm saying? If you say, goddamn, I could have sworn I had $300. It's all gone. Where it went, you don't know. She got it. That's what's going on down the street with you shit. You know, so I understand that, but we just have to open our eyes and realize what's going on, man. I was speaking with a gentleman earlier, and I was breaking down to him how these women actually work in unison in these different countries, right? Um, all of us have probably been around YouTube and here, there, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you notice that a lot of guys, YouTubers, they promote WhatsApp groups. They'll have their own personal WhatsApp groups or whatnot. Some of these guys will get together in these groups and they exchange information. Some groups are better than others. Some groups, the shit's scary. I'm gonna tell you like this: I done seen best of friends turn into enemies over some fucking WhatsApp. I'm not going to, expose no names or nothing like that. It could happen to any one of them, you know. But I said it to say this. I want y'all to know that just like we have groups, they do too. And they use these groups. Motherfucking pig. They use these groups to target people. They use these groups to inform others of who's cheap and who's not. They use these groups to protect themselves. All right. I'm gonna give you an example of how they use the group to protect themselves. And I'm gonna give you the only reason why I know this is like y'all don't think, oh, W, you pulling this out your fucking ass. No, I've dealt with ladies of the night. I've dealt with ladies who had fucking great fucking jobs. That's how I know if you were actually lucky enough to find a woman who works and has her own shit, you know what I'm saying, to some extent, that's the type of person you want to keep around you for networking and love relationships in general, because that's not the person that's typically gonna get you. The bitch that's gonna get you is the motherfucker that's damn near on Skid Row. Uh, she's going through a hard time. Her family's going through a hard time, and you look like food to her. Just gonna tell you, that's just point blank. That's who's gonna get you, But back to what I was saying, I was privy to seeing actually some of these ladies' WhatsApp, feeds, you know, and in those feeds, they have groups in there and they exchange information amongst each other. And some of them, what they'll do, because a lot of these girls here, especially if they're from Venezuela or whatnot, or they just maybe from out of town, they get into these groups to protect each other and let each other know where they're going. Just say, for instance, she's going out one night and it's a gringo she doesn't feel too, good about. You know what I'm saying? Well, she has a picture of you, of course, you know what I'm saying, because she on WhatsApp, and she'll take that picture and she'll forward it to one of her friends along with the address of where y'all are supposed to be meeting at that night. And what'll happen is she'll be like, look, I'm gonna be over here toda la noche con el gringo. Estados Unidos or France. So wherever the fuck you from, she'll put that shit in there along with your information. And that's a way of checks and balances. So when she goes out there and she don't respond or whatnot, she'll check in with the WhatsApp group, the admin or whatever, blah, 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 and they'll be like, all right, cool, you're a good gringo. And once she gets back, and in a way, it's good and bad for us because once you get into those groups, you're establishing your resume and you don't even fucking know it. You know what I'm saying? You've established a fucking resume within a group. So you actually have a network of bitches that you could actually reach out to. And, unknowing to you, you've been put into this group and you give them the green light. Like how they say in the jail, you got the green light on that motherfucker. Well, you got the green light. Green light gringo. We're just gonna say that for the sake of the conversation. You the green light gringo, you know. And he's like, all right, cool. I went over there, had a good time, or whatever. He gave me my money. I ain't had no problem. He wasn't weird or anything. He ain't try to shit on me and blah blah blah. moving on forward. But this is how these women use these WhatsApp groups well in unison because it's in different countries. I saw this both in Dominican Republic and I saw this in Colombia also. But I will say that the WhatsApp groups were more prevalent in DR. That's what I want to say. Those WhatsApp groups that I found from what I saw, they were more prevalent in DR because I actually met 3 different chicks that was telling me the same thing. And I mean, they had a couple of groups in there. They could picture in that motherfucker. This dude married. Uh, this dude like me to piss on. Uh, this dude want me to marry. Bitches would be married. You know, these Dominican chicks are actually be married to some of these fucking gringos, man. This shit get deep. Telling you, it's wild. The things that go on in the WhatsApp group between these women and whatnot. But moving on, more over with that. Um, us in these WhatsApp groups, man, some of those brothers, man, we have to work on our insecurities amongst each other, you know, because in these groups, what we ended up doing, what I've been seeing, we're self cannibalizing each other, you know, and it's a slow, hard process to watch. I'm telling you, man, because a lot of these dudes, man, you know, I've met some of them in person, others I've not, I have, you know, but they're like brothers to me, you know. I mean, all of y'all like brothers to me. Everybody in the chat, y'all like brothers to me. And one way or the other, I've either talked to some of you guys, I've either met a couple of you guys in person or whatnot. I mean, we may even shared a few things, you know what I'm saying? At one point or the other. If y'all in there, you know what I'm talking about. Don't say shit. Just smile, chuckle, and be like, "Yeah, that's my Negro. Yeah, that's what you do with that." Okay. So it's it's a code that they have amongst each other, and it's like us as men, it's like we going out our way to cannibalize each other almost. Strangest fucking way, you know. I see these ladies pulling together using their WhatsApp group as a means to exchange information and make money. And I'll go in some other chats and I see guys in there using WhatsApp group as a way to destroy each other, outdo each other. Like everything's a fucking competition behind this pussy. And the pussy that we talking about, we speaking in reference to, I mean, if it ain't in the group, they got guys out there who have access to the shit for free. They got men from other countries that be going out there, Koreans, Mexicans, you name it. They out there. They have the same access. But since you're in the group with your fellow brethren, and if somebody shows a picture of her and you become offended, you feel as though you have to run back to the source to get brownie points. And I just can't wrap my mind around the psyche of a man that would go and do that shit, you know. And it's really unfortunate, but it's true, and it fucking happens more often than not. I've seen it happen more than a handful of times. It's just the power of the pussy, and it just scares me to know that even that us as men, we have the fortitude and we work hard to acquire what we have, and we leave this country, and we'll still turn on each other and behind pussy. It just amazes me how much power these women have over us. And technically, we have the upper hand if you think about it, because we possess the financial means. You know what I'm saying? I mean, pretty much when we go to their country, they look at us as fucking millionaires. You know, we're held to a higher standard. And I, you know, my thing is, we're being held to this higher standard. I challenge you brothers to hold yourselves to a higher standard and stop cannibalizing each other behind these women, because we're all fishing from the same fucking pond. It's just a fact, you know. Um, I've been traveling out since 2018. I lost how many times, count how many times I've been to Colombia, so don't ask me. I think I stopped counting after 18 times. And there'd be a lot of times where I would see people with people who I've, had dealings with, you know, no problem. We understand what it is, but not once did I ever go to that woman and question her, why you with that? You know, that just don't do that. What's the point of it? What am I going to gain from that? You know, um, so by me doing that, I know that there are other brothers too who probably experienced exactly what I'm going through. It's just the way it is. So my advice to you guys out there, if you're listening to me and you're one of those fucking haters that's snapping fucking pictures and sending it to the whores or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Here's a clue for it. If you want to actually meet women that may be outside of these ponds that everybody is fishing in, you need to go find you another pond, brother. And I'm gonna explain to you what I mean by finding you another fucking pond, so we'll be crystal clear about this shit. Most of the druggings and things that are taking place in the Antioquia area, um, I mean Cartagena, and other places where a lot of gringos go at. So this is what you do. You get on your little handy dandy cell phone right there, drum it up, you know what I'm saying? And you look for places in cities outside of the area where all of us tend to congregate at. And maybe, just maybe, y'all won't continually end up fucking the same bitches in the same fucking pond. Just the idea. I could be completely wrong. Who the fuck am I? I'm just a little worldly traveler, on YouTube, a few little subscribers, you know what I'm saying? I'm not big or nothing like that. I'm just sharing my opinion. And I'm long winded. I bump my fucking guns for hours. Jesus Christ, when does he shut up? Maybe never, you know what I'm saying? But that's just something, that I'm trying to hand over to you if you're that person that did it. Because till this day, there's been several groups where this shit has happened at. And I'm gonna tell you how this shit works. It's crazy. It's honor amongst hoes, but it ain't no honor amongst bros. All right, copyright my shit. You heard that? You heard that stuff? It's copyrighted. I just said it, so it's mine. It's honor amongst hoes, but ain't no honor amongst bros in some of these fucking groups. The reason why I say that, the nigga that was the perpetrator or whatnot, who sends this shit out to no random motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Who's the fucking the rat? The rat never got put out of the group. You know why? That hoe who got the information, she never told. She never told who the person was. And it ain't just one group. It happened in several groups. I ain't gonna say the name of the groups. They got some good fucking WhatsApp groups out there, by the way. I just want to put that as a sidebar, as a disclaimer. There are some good fucking WhatsApp groups out there where there's a strong brotherhood, and ain't nobody ratting. But they few and far between. Trust and believe when I tell you that. But anyway, back to the fucking story at hand. The bitch with the dude who did it, you know what I'm saying? The snake, the squealy, mealy mouth motherfucker who turned state, he was never found. So that meant he stayed in that group. They found out who the girl was. They offered that girl money. They offered that girl prizes. You know what I'm saying? They did everything but offer that bitch a green card. And she would not fucking roll over. She never said nothing. She never upped it, never nothing like that. And we never found out who the fuck it was. You know what I'm saying? Now, this happened years ago. So, I mean, this is nothing recent or anything like that. It's just that all this is coming full circle now between the brothers cannibalizing each other, both on the scene and behind the scene. The robins and shit that's going on. You know what I'm saying? People getting hit with the scopamine and shit like that. All that shit is coming full circle now. And and people are sitting there like, man, I wonder why this shit happened. I can't understand. I thought she was a good girl. And before I knew it, I was out. And I woke up 3 days later. I'm like, where'd you meet her at? And like I said, what's always synonymous with these stories? You go look at a couple of, pull 8 stories out your ass, and go look up 8 stories. Pick them. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Any story where you ever get your information from about gringos getting drugged and robbed, and somewhere within that first fucking paragraph, it's gonna say the infamous words. I messaged her I met her on Tinder, or she sent me a message on Tinder. And the end of the story goes, I went back on Tinder and the profile was deleted. You know what I'm saying? And the phone number I had for her, which was a WhatsApp number, is no longer functioning. Never fails. This is how the story goes down. It's, I mean, don't shoot the messenger. Just listen to what I'm saying and take heed. And hopefully, somebody will hear this and they'll be like, damn, you know what? That does make sense. We all fishing for the same fucking pond. And I don't know what it is, but I think guys think that these women out here, because they're poor, that they're dumb. And that could be further from the truth. And I mean, that is the worst mistake that you can make, thinking that since someone doesn't have financial means, so to speak, in a particular country that they're in, that they lack intelligence or they lack knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Uh, these bitches win by attrition. I'm telling you, they know. They know. It's like a person who has a product, all right, and the product is in high demand. Okay, they take that product and they put it on the market and they sell that shit aggressively. And they also, once they know they have the market cornered, that's when they start to exploit shit. All right. And this is the exploitation phase of of their plan is what you're seeing now. See, before, you know, you heard about it here and there, but now they see that, you know, those flights are starting to be more on the uptick. People are coming to this area more, and they know what you're coming down there for. I mean, goddamn, man. I don't understand people about that. That's one thing I don't understand about just dudes in general. They know what you're coming down there for. You're not coming down there for the grilled chicken. You're not coming down there to to go hike in the mountains and shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how many motherfuckers that I be seeing walking around that these motherfuckers are 280, 300 pounds plus. Going to the gym and living a fitness lifestyle is not their fucking niche. They're not there for that. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You love food. Okay, continue to eat. That's your business. You know, I'm not knocking you for that. Have the fuck at it. You know what I'm saying? But in that same token, man, these people know why you are going down there. All right, it's no secret. They got it. Okay, we get it. We know why you down there. You're not going for the fucking food in Colombia because I can go through any fucking thread on YouTube right now and pull up somebody's fucking page, uh, or go to one of these Facebook chats and it's like synonymous. Everybody says, "Oh, the food in Colombia is trash." All right, got it. You're not going there for the food. Check. Uh, you're not going there to do no nature hiking or climb no motherfucking mountains. Check. So what are you coming here for? Oh my God. These beautiful fucking Pisces walking up and down the street. Could have fooled me. I'd have never thought of it. Just what the fuck you there for? All right, cool. So these people see that. They're not crazy. The men see it especially. You know what I'm saying? Jesus Christ, they definitely see it. You know, and it's not a problem until it's a problem. It's just when you go there and you're disrespectful about what you do and how you present yourself, and you're trying to walk around like you mouth almighty and shit like that. That's when people get offended because people are proud. Despite whatever the fuck you may think that they're poor, just because they're poor, they're still proud people, and they see how you conduct yourself. And when you conduct yourself in a manner like the Indianimals, demon, then motherfuckers come and they demon your ass all right. They give you something. They give you that work. And this is what's going on now. And since that they see they have the same access that we have, they see that Americans conduct themselves like that, they pretty much paint us all in the broad brush. That you're not too far off from that type of mentality. So that's the reason why they're treating us as such. I mean, shit. I mean, come on. You know, I mean, he said, I'm starving here. You know, I'm about to get put out. My rent is due. You know, here comes big juicy American. You know, with his iWatch on, his gold chain. You know, lost out. His $300 Jordans. I haven't eaten in a week. My baby's home. Give me that, bitch. We gonna have to. We about to work something out with you right now. And we just gonna have to watch you long enough. Let you sit over there and get good and drunk because we know y'all like to come down here and drink and turn up and throw money up and you know drink to get incapacitated. And we're gonna catch you going out the club. We're gonna push you in this motherfucking Uber and we're gonna take you somewhere. And that's what ends up happening. It ain't no secret. And moving forward though, if you had the business mindset, you wouldn't be susceptible to that shit. See, you down there on vacation, ha ha for a few days. These motherfuckers are sharp. You heard? They ready. They got their fucking mean, but they got their fucking business face on. You know what I'm saying? They got their DT face on. Straight up. It's game time. Your gringos is coming down here. Y'all got the money, bitch. I gotta get it out. So, by hook or crook, we gonna make this shit jump. And just don't think this shit is just relegated to the Medellin area. I don't want y'all to think that it's just, possibly you can get got there. You can get got in Brazil, you can get got DR, you got Costa Rica, you can get got a lot of places. It's just that now, what's going on out there in Medellin, that's what the YouTube algorithm is pushing. That's what media. The media is pushing. You just hearing about that death, so it's in your ear, it's in your face. You go on Facebook, you seeing white boys on there bludgeoned and beat the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like it just took like 8, 9 sucker punches. Niggas getting out there Marvin Hagler and shit, and that's what the fuck you seeing. So you just like terrified. But if you go into that situation and you think, man, this ain't a fucking vacation. I'm not down here to play with you motherfucking bitches. You heard me? I know what I am. I ain't come here for the food. I didn't come here to do no motherfucking layups on the fucking basketball court. I ain't coming to be no dancing clown for you bitches. I came, take this motherfucking digging stick and go to work. You put that shit in your mind and you approach the situation as a business transaction. Each and every time. That's what you do. The minute somebody says something about a motherfucking USD or a peso, you know in your mind, okay, I'm food for this bitch. You know what I'm saying? All the other shit out there, can I get a beer? No. Can I get some Brugal? No. I'm hungry. Go home and eat. What do you want? Pussy. That's it. You just deal with this shit as a business transaction. Once you do that, and trust me, they're gonna respect you more. Trust and believe they're gonna respect you more. I know what I'm telling you. It sounds fucked up. It sounds cruel. It sounds short. But if you're gonna protect yourself, this is how you gotta deal with people. When you look weak, you're gonna get treated weak. And I promise you, these guys, if you see their pictures and shit, these ones that's getting hit up, knocked up, took down, you can look at them and see that they were a little meek, man. They were a little timid. Not to say that it couldn't happen to a strong male. It can happen to anybody. But these people that's getting hit up, just look at them. Take a good look at them. And some people just have a demeanor about themselves where you can pretty much feel and see what type of motherfucker you're dealing with, you know. And these women are good at that as well. You got to look at it. These women have been out here on these streets working and twerking since their teen years. All right. 15, 16, they pushed out there as women. You understand what I'm telling you? 15, 16, you got to think about the mentality of this person. 15, 16, they pushed out into the world. Bitch, go get it. Bitch, go get it. You know what I'm saying? That's their mentality. And you coming across this woman as a mature woman now. So from 15 to 25 or 23, she been out here in these streets, in these Medellin streets, in these Antioquia streets, making it happen. You know, daddy old, he doing with the best he can, you know. Grandma can't work no more, you know. Her best years are horn and came and gone, you know. If they are fortunate and they had a good family upbringing, they wouldn't have came up like that. But these women that we dealing with clearly, as we see, aren't of that ilk. They are drugging you. They are taking you. You understand? So by you knowing that, you got to approach the situation the same way. You got to put your business face on. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Yeah, I know you want the GFE experience, all that type of shit like that, but that's just smoke and mirrors, cousin. Because I'm going to tell you something. Ain't no motherfucking GFE girlfriend experience going to come along with an hourly rate. You understand? It don't work like that. You feel me? Me, myself, personally, I'm not paying no bitch to come over there like that for that long period of time because you got to think about the mentality of that shit out the gate. If she wanted to be there, you would have to pay her to be there. She'll come over there and she'll chill. Also, you leave yourself open for the long game, but you got to figure that shit out along the way. It's steps to this shit that you go along with it. But the first thing you want to hear, the first sign of trouble, when I ain't miss that say trouble, the first sign for you to put your guards up and switch to business mode is when the motherfucker say, I need some pesos. And I'd be like, cool. I get happy and shit. They're like, man, this dude crazy. Motherfucker, he said the bitch told OW pay her. This nigga went to laughing. I said, yeah, because now I can speak freely. You know, I ain't got to tiptoe around the motherfucking box no more. I ain't got to tiptoe around what exactly I want. Oh, you want money? Good, great. I'm glad you said that, young lady. What's your name again? Cool. All right, young lady. This is a flat rate. This is what I'm offering. If you're interested, just sign on the dotted line. Uh, by the way, I need you to send me a text right now stating that you agree to these terms. So if you get to the condo, apartment, or Airbnb later, and you want to say you didn't agree to this dollar amount, I'm gonna have this digital receipt right here from your phone stating that you agreed to it. Do you understand that? And I would advise that you learn how to say that in Spanish. All right. Say it clearly. Say shit clear, crystal clear in Spanish. And when she hit you with that como, just repeat that shit again. No hay problem. Repeat it. Repeat it again. Okay, bam, this is my number. Move along, so forth like that. This is how you protect yourselves, gentlemen. This is how you protect yourselves from extortion. This is how you protect yourself from being robbed. This is how you protect yourself from being drugged. Okay? This is what you have to do moving forward. You have to be in a rational mind. Don't let your little dick put you in a situation that you can't get out of. Don't let your little dick put you in a situation to where you don't even know your name no more. And you're stuck in the fucking country because they done took every fucking thing that you own. We're all fishing from the same fucking pond. All right? Now, I've gotten that out the way. I'm gonna finally go into this comment section. That's pretty much what I wanted to reach out and tell y'all fellas tonight. Um, Hopefully this message reaches somebody and it touches them in the right way for them to shake their motherfucking head, you know what I'm saying? Grab them, shake their collar, and realize what's going on. Because I think a lot of these guys are going out here and their heart's in the right place. Like they really would it. It's it's frowned upon for a man to sit there and say, man, you know what? I really do want somebody to love me the same way that I love them. I want that woman, to be my counterpart, you know. And when men say that openly in the public, it's viewed upon as you's a weak ass nigga, you know. And basically, what it boils down to, and especially as men as we're getting older, I'm gonna say most of the guys that's probably on here right now, you in your early 30s, you know what I'm saying, mid 30s, probably a little older, you know what I'm saying. But if you don't have a wife at home, I mean, you're only human. You want that compassion, you want that love. I get it, and you go there with good intentions, your nose open, and you're getting took, man. You're getting took. You're getting sold a bill of goods, and it's sad. And when I first started traveling, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't. Some of the shit that I know now that I'm talking to you fellas about right now, this conversation I'm having with you, there's no way possible I could have had this conversation with y'all a year. I didn't fucking know, but now I know. I know clearly. Are there good women out there who um, could probably hold you down and be that all in all you're looking for? Absolutely. They are there. They are there. But they're not in that pond that we're all fishing out. And that's the moral to what I'm trying to tell you. That's the moral to it. There are gonna be people who are gonna come here and they're gonna say I'm dead fucking wrong. I haven't looked at the comment section not one time since I've been talking. I've just been sitting in the car. I moved away from the fucking police because they was hacking me. But anyway, they left me alone. I'm gonna look into this comment section, but I know there's some people who may feel different, and that's good. I like opposition. I like pushback because everybody has an opinion. You know what I'm saying? They're like assholes, and that's great. Everybody see things different, but you definitely can find that person there. But in that pond, it's gonna be hard. It's not a high percentage shot. You know, it's like going into that pond is like standing at half court. You know what I'm saying? Trying to do a Curry 3-pointer from half court. You know what I'm saying? And you trying to shoot a high percentage shot from the half court, shooting out that fucking pond. Or would you rather go under the fucking under the rim and go for the layup? You know, that's the best way that I could explain that to you. You know, It's possible, yeah. I've heard of a few people here and there having some luck and shit with, with websites and shit, because that's how most people in this era, this is how they meet. But no, I ain't smoking no weed. That's how they meet in these era in this time. But there are also people out there. You have some actors out there that aren't so nice. You know what I'm saying? You got some bad actors out there. That's the best way I can put it. And they're gonna extort that social media shit to their best advantage. And you're fool. I know that shit, man. I'm just tired of seeing you niggas get took like that, bro. This shit probably make me mad sometimes, dog. I just gotta calm down, man. I be hating to see that shit, dog. Cats be out there, bro, and be fucked up because sometimes we turn on each other and sell each other out. That's the crazy part about it. Motherfucker go through all that trouble to get together, camaraderie and shit, and the minute some fucking hot snatch walk into the picture with a plastic ass and some loose pussy, you hear me? Niggas run to the fucking button, you dig? And get the ratting and shit for access to that shit. It don't even make no sense because you could get access to the shit. All you gotta do is get on the fucking plane, fly over to that bitch, and drop 150 pesos and you in the building. Why you gotta turn your back on a nigga? It just don't. It just baffles me, dog. I don't fucking get it. And I can see these same poor broke hoes with 8, 9 niggas pictures that I know in their phone in a WhatsApp group. You dig? And these hoes working together, to put money in their motherfucking pocket. You dig? Y'all motherfuckers over here cannibalizing. They eat each other fucking with behind some pussy. Snatch. Man, fucking crazy. Anyway, let me calm down. I don't even make no sense what I just said, but fuck it, I'm putting it out there. I'm about to go into this comment section. I'm gonna give shots out to whoever here. Let me get my motherfucking phone. That shit over here somewhere. You heard me? Let me see who in here. I'm gonna give y'all some shouts out, bro. I'm gonna call it a night. All right, here we go. Travelmatic, what's happening with your player, man? I don't get why people put themselves in harm's way with Medic. Go to Cartagena and just deal with the panhandlers and the big booty chicas. Yeah, Travelmatic, bro. I just came back from Cartagena, and I will say this: a lot of those girls that's working in Cartagena, they are from Medellin. All right. So I don't want to put out a bill of goods. Some fellas out there thinking, okay, if you go to Cartagena, you can avoid the drugging. No, they'll still get you there too. It's not as prevalent there. Reason being, Cartagena is a much smaller city. But make no mistake, gentlemen, it's happened in Cartagena before. You may have not heard about it, because when shit like that happen, it's embarrassing. You know what I mean? Niggas don't be want to come out and just say that shit, you know what I'm saying? Man, I let my guards down. I was talking to this girl for 5 or 6 months, she dig, and she got me, you know. So you got to keep in mind too, while we having this conversation, just because you've been knowing a chick for a while, this type of activity just isn't relegated to guys. Oh, excuse me, pardon me, just isn't relegated to guys who just meet these women. I mean, there have been some occasions where they've known these women for a period of time, and one day shit just happened. They put their back against the wall. They caught you slipping. They let you let your guard down. They've gained your trust, and that's the thing about it. When a person gains your trust, they have more access to your goods, and that's when they can really go in for the kill. Like, yeah, I could probably hit him right now for 500 mil. But if I wait a month or two, I might be able to hit him for 3 million. And that's the thought process. And that happens. But Cartagena is a nice place. Um, I tell anybody the same thing. You go to Cartagena, we all fishing from this, definitely fishing from the same pond. Because I got partners. I'm not gonna say their names or whatnot, but me and him both got fucking Tinder pages, right? And we just was fucking around one night. I said, hey, bro, go put your shit on motherfucking Cartagena. I'm gonna put mine on there too. And the next day, we went and checked our matches, right? Okay. And he was sending me pictures. I was sending him pictures, whatever. And out of all the matches we had gotten, um, 4 of the people who we matched with, we had the exact same chick, right? So we going back and forth. I'm like, hey dog, message her and ask if she gonna do this, or message her asking how much she gonna want for that. Actually this. You know what I'm saying? So 2 of the bitches, they was pretty savvy with the shit. They like the same thing. Yeah, I'm looking for a relationship. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a whore. You know, blase this, blase that. And at the end of the conversation or whatever, they're like, well, yeah, I'll come and see you, but I need money for the babysitter, right? And that's another game that they'll run on you. They'll pimp the system with that. They'll say they need money for the babysitter. That's a way that they can extract resources from you without actually making it look like that they hoeing, but they still hoeing. Because if you put the numbers together, you add this shit up, it pretty much comes to what you would pay a normal fucking hooker anyway. So it'd be like, yeah, whatever. But this is the game though. A lot of them bitches not paying no babysitter. Remember, in Colombia, most families live together, right? So grandma at home anyway. What happens is she tells you she needs a fucking babysitter, and grandma gonna watch the fucking kids for nothing. Okay, but she tells you that she has to pay a nanny or some shit like that. All right, or there's an older sister who actually comes over to the house anyway to eat, you dig, and they'll just get her to spend the night over there and maybe watch the kids. The family unit in these fucking countries is something that we really don't fathom here because we have families in America, but that shit they have over there is a lot more close knitted. All right. The reason why our shit is the way it is now is because with the family unit and shit, and why these women feel like they don't need a motherfucker is because of these entitlement programs. It's made it to where they don't fucking need you. All right. What you're not doing, Uncle Sam is gonna send them a fucking check to compensate for that. So that's that fuck you money that they have, quote unquote, that they have in the hood. So whereas I'm independent and I'm fucking strong as long as I'm getting this monthly stipend. You understand? They don't have that monthly fucking stipend coming in over there every month. So they have to rely on the family unit to make shit work. And that what differentiates them from us. You understand? And that's why they're able to pull together like that. But they'll do that shit. But anyway, back to the moral of the story. We matched with 4 of the same chicks, all right? You know what I'm saying? And they some of them were just straight up honest with it. Yeah, I'm a lady of the night, blah blah blah. This is what I want. You know, I do this, I don't do that, yada yada yada, hooray, hooray. The moral of the story is when we just did this little fucking experiment out of the blue, we ended up matching with 4 of the fucking same chicks from Cartagena. Once again, you're fishing from the same fucking pond. And they have a different story for every person. All right, and they're strategic with that shit. They set their times up and their dates. You wondering why? Oh, she's just interested about Sammy. No, she wants to know when your fucking plane lands, so she can make sure that that gringo is gone somewhere fucking else. All right, you know they're not stupid. Okay, this is how they. What the fuck? Is somebody at my house? Nah, that can't be my house. Man, roll on down the street. You got a cat coming across the street? All right, yeah, I got sidetracked. Anyway, yeah, like I was saying, they're strategic with that shit. And they work Tinder. See, Tinder is their hunting grounds. Y'all think it's a game. Y'all think y'all out there tracking down some pussy. No, them bitches is hunting you on these motherfucking dating sites. Believe in me. I know that. I came across a couple of profiles, and them bitches got it down in the bottom of their bio. In the bottom of their bio, it says, "I do not want to date Colombian men. I do not want to date any man. You know, they look at strictly extraños. You know, solamente extraños. They do not want to date their countrymen on that fucking site because they hunting on that site. You know what I'm saying? You think for one moment that these fine ass fucking women walking down the street and these Colombians in the hood ain't seeing these bitches and they ain't going at the motherfucking top? They don't need to go on Tinder to find a Colombian man. All they gotta do is walk out their door and go down the street. That's easy. That's facile. You know, they don't need those sites to do that. They use those sites to hunt y'all niggas and the crackers and the gooks. All that. Oh shit, I shouldn't have said those words. God damn it. Oh well, fuck it, it's out there. They use these sites to hunt these motherfuckers. And that's what they doing. And they're open about it on some of them. They'll tell them that because they know those foreign men have their foreign dollar and out there looking for. Straight up, you know. And it was amazing to me that while we were messaging these girls, it's like it was simultaneous. It's like it was like clockwork. They'll message him, then they'll message me. They'll message him, then they'll wait a little while, and he wouldn't get a message for like a couple of minutes. That's when she messaging the other dudes. You know what I'm saying? And they're getting you all lined up. Oh, what day you gonna be here? Oh yeah, I'm gonna spend some time. We'll spend a couple of days. And when you say you leaving, all right, good. So if you sound like you a man of your word, she'll take those 4 days to put them on the side or whatever for y'all to hook up. You know what I'm saying? Then she'll go back in the pine, you know, and swim around for a little while and make you think that you done hooked you another good one, and so forth and so forth. It's just a revolving door, man. Y'all just wonder. The reason why I'm even saying that is I'm wondering these motherfuckers getting gaffed and shit like they don't see this shit coming. And I just conduct this shit as a business transaction. That's it. And you stay clear of all that shit. I'm not drinking with you. No, I don't. No, I'm not eating with you. We will do that later. You know what I'm saying? Right now, since you say you want money, I want this. That's what we gonna keep it at. And that's how you keep costs down too. Trust me, you save a whole lot of motherfucking money once a motherfucker say they want pesos. Cause all that other extracurricular ass shit, you know what I'm saying? I take and throw that shit out the fucking window. It's gone. That's it. You know, once I establish that you're not interested in me outside of my money, cool, no problem. Matter of fact, I'm glad you said that. You know what I'm saying? You just saved me some motherfucking money. You gonna cut this shit off right now. You know, I don't drink alcohol anyway, so why the fuck am I buy you something to drink? You want a bottle of water? You want to drink what I'm drinking? I got some cold H2O right over there for your fucking ass. There it is. You gotta play that shit how it go. Trust me. You'll thank me later. All right, and let me see who else I gotta get up in here. Bam, 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 bam. Right, the gig is up. Move on from Medi or be another victim. Traumatic, you crazy, bro. Your boy said move on from Medi or be another victim. Yeah, bro. You could be a victim anyway. I think I just went into that. Eddie J, what's good, OW in the chat, man? What's up, Eddie J? Freedom, great video, my brother. Keep this live up. Man, I'm gonna try to, dog. I'm bro, it's a lot of things that's been going on lately around the world and shit. Yeah, it's just done put fire under me, bro. I got a lot of opinions and views on things. It's just that lately, before I just ain't had time to do it, but I'm gonna find a way to make some fucking time because I think this message may reach somebody and help somebody, and basically that's what I'm trying to do. Eddie J, man, if the numbers of stories are going up, imagine how many times dudes are getting got and too embarrassed to tell anyone. Be careful out there, fellas. This is true. This is true. There's a guy who went on Rich Channel, and he expressed that he was embarrassed. He expressed, he put it out there, man. Like, man, this somebody, had taken advantage of me, and it got the best of me. And it was hard. It's even harder for a man, especially if you're a veteran traveler and you have guys that actually look to you for advice, and you get got. That's like the big dog getting taken down. You expect that type of activity to take place with a person who's green to traveling. So it was hard for him, but he did come out. He expressed his grievances, how it happened and shit. I applaud the man for doing that. But that is true though, Eddie J. A lot of brothers, man, it ain't as easy just to come out there and be like, yeah, I got. People look at that as a sign of weakness, all right, in their minds. Men in general, just in our nature, we don't like to be viewed as the weakest link, so to speak. Jay Lover, man, what's happening with you, bro? Glad you're here. Greg G, glad you stopped by. If you're not thirsty, Medellin is great. That is true. Charles Explores it. It can be a great place, man. I've had 2 relationships in Medellin. I mean, long time relationships. With ladies. I'm not gonna say they were whores or they wasn't whores, but I know that when I was there, I didn't have those problems. We just went out and did like basic, things that people do when they're dating. Go out, we'll eat, go to the water park, uh, different shit like that. I'm not gonna go into deep details or whatnot, but it was a good time, and both of the ladies, they had jobs or whatnot. The thing of it's something else I'm gonna tell you something about if you meet a woman in Medellin or just in Colombia in general. Here's a pro tip right here. If you meet a woman that has a job or is going to school if she's really doing that shit, she is not gonna have time for you like that. It's just a known fact. Most of those ladies, if they're going to school and they're working, they're at it about 6 days a week. You may be lucky to get 2 days of her time, depending on, you know, if y'all set something up where she could get off, or depends on the situation. If she's able to get her grandmother or her niece to watch her little girl or whatever, those people work hard. You understand? Especially for a woman, if she's going to school and working, it's gonna be tough for her. She don't have transportation. She gotta get on that bus. She gotta get a fucking motor conscious or something like that. Um, if she has her own business, she's gonna be in that motherfucker probably 10 hours a day. It's just not okay. I'm gonna show up and you just gonna be at my every beck and call. No, it doesn't work like that. I'm sorry to tell you. You know, if you meet a woman that just has ample time all the time, that's a fucking red flag. You need to be on your P's and Q's. If you meet a woman in Medellin or any of these countries in general, if you always calling her and she's always uh just available all the time, you gotta watch that. You know, you need to ask some questions. It might not be a bad thing, but you need to ask some questions because in order to live, in order to survive, you have to be doing some type of work. Okay, even especially if a girl just says she's going to school, what goes through your American mind? Oh, she going to school. She got a grant or some shit. No, you have to pay for school there. They don't have the opportunities that we have here, where you can go to school and damn near get a fucking doctorate degree on your word that you're gonna pay it back. They have to pay for that shit, and you have to ask yourself, where's the money coming from? All right, she got an iPhone. Where's the money coming from? Her phone bill gets paid every month. Where is the money coming from? She's eating. The bitch is thick. She's not a bundle of bones. I don't see her ribs. Where is the money? Follow the fucking money. These are questions that you need to be asking. Because if you're not asking these questions, you're losing. He who said what you don't know don't hurt you was a fucking idiot. I wish I could see who made up that term so I can go kick him in his fucking neck. That boy was dumb as a fucking rock. I'm just saying. Because what you don't know will ultimately affect you. Take my word from it. Take my word for it. Keep waking up in the morning. You'll understand my theory and my frame of thought. All right, moving on down here. Facts, Eddie. Imagine all the untold stories. Oh yeah, man, there's a lot of untold stories, bro. I mean, just in our little small travel community, man. I mean, that's what's making it to the news. You know, not to mention the people who may have gotten drugged and walking around on the fucking street right now. They don't even know where the hell they at. Just out there. I mean, you get a bad batch of that shit, bro. You heard about people back in the 60s and the 70s getting a bad hit of acid or some shit, and to this day they don't know who the fuck they are. You don't think it's possible that could happen with that fucking scopamina? Es posible. Confíame. Es posible. Es posible. Okay, the Poor Plotter girls call their group the network. Kim Padmore. You see that? Yeah, my brother. You did see Kim Padmore? No, I ain't pulling this shit out my ass. This shit is true. This is real shit. When y'all go in the room and y'all be doing this freaky ass shit, girls, you know, when you be taking your little tongue, and you be going down there and you be tickling up her, or when you been over in the bathroom, you tickling her booty or whatever the fuck you doing, her twisted shit, you won't suck on her toes. You got freaky one night, you got drunk, you told a bitch to piss on your motherfucking neck. You think that shit ain't leave that room, huh? Nope. Gotcha, bitch. All your motherfucking business has been shared in a WhatsApp group, and you think that you were paying for her to keep her mouth shut? No. They exposed, and it's been put out there in the groups what you do and you don't like. And they'll say, girl, if you go over there and you shit on him, you know what I'm saying? He gonna give you an extra 2,000 pesos, girl. Just go ahead on and shit on that nigga. He ain't gonna see. You just gonna sit there. He gonna like it. Or go ahead and piss on him. whatever it is. Oh, girl, let them fuck you in your ass. You know, you'll give you extra 3,000 pesos. All that shit is put out there, straight up. Oh, he like to get pegged, girl. Weird shit. These hoes share that information about you. I'm telling you. And you look, Ken Padmore know. And I'm telling you that I know. This shit is real. Y'all be thinking it's discretion. It's honor amongst thieves. It's honor amongst hoes. It ain't honor amongst bros. Tell you that shit right now. Tell you those them hoes got them fucking WhatsApp group. They coming together, you dig? Tell you that right now. How I know this shit real? I got the Medellin one time, one fucking year. I think it was 2019. This is why I hipped all this shit, right? And I had landed. And I had laid up there. I did my usual. Cause I got a security protocol that I do every time when I go to these countries that keeps me safe, in my opinion. Uh, I've uh, I've given this security protocol to a couple of guys that I've done conference calls with, and they haven't had any problems at all. And I mean, moving forward, they're like, "Damn, OW, that shit make plenty of fucking sense." Damn, bro, thank you. I say, look, stick to that. Do not deviate. Do not do anything other than what I told you. Once you get off that fucking plane, follow that shit to the T. There are no guarantees in this world. Of you getting taken for all your shit. I still have contact with a couple of them brothers, and they tell me, man, look. Thank you, old dub. I was like, hey, man, look, I'm here to help. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But yeah, man, that they put your business out there. And back to the story, what I was telling you. Yeah, okay, yeah. I got off the fucking plane and I did my user security protocol, went to my room, you know what I'm saying? I contacted one person. At the time I used to like to see her. You know, me and her had met my first trip at a WTU party, and me and her used to always rally up and she'd be the first person I see, you know. Bitch drop prices and everything. It was cool, you know. If she wasn't a lady tonight, I'm gonna be honest with you. That was some girlfriend material. She was put together right. I mean, this fucking Paisa, ooh, bad bitch. Jesus Christ. God bless her soul. She's still out there selling pussy. But anyway, after she had left or whatever, I said, all right, mom, I'm gonna see you, blah, blah, blah. You know, yeah, you ain't gonna call me before you leave. You see me one time and you don't ever call like, yeah, oh, yeah. Fuck. All right, bitch, whatever. I go to my phone and I check my motherfucking messenger. Got 3 messages on that bitch. What you doing tonight? Ah, I thought you said you were gonna call me when you got here. I'm like, what? Fuck, you know I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking around. I'm like, man, is the room bug? What I say? I did everything to a T. I didn't deviate and go no other. How do these motherfuckers know that I am here? I didn't post anything on Facebook. I didn't post anything on WhatsApp. I didn't post anything on a record locator. The moral of the story is, as years went on, is that when one person knows, all of them know. All of them in that WhatsApp group. You know what I'm saying? They sound the fucking alarm. Gringo alert. Ding 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 ding. Gringo alert. You know what I'm saying? Like you remember that movie Players Club? You know what I'm saying? And Dollar Bill came out that bitch. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, yeah, yeah. And nigga hit that fucking button. That's what them bitches do your dog ass in that fucking WhatsApp group. When they figure out you ain't gonna hit that nigga here. Yeah. I was just getting messages out the blue, you know, hit me on WhatsApp or whatever. Oh, how was your flight? Blase this, blase that. And I'm like, man, that shit kind of really sent me for a whirl. But I was like, in my mind and minds, I was thinking, well, maybe when I was riding down the street, they saw me in the Uber. Could not figure it out. Fast forward a year later, after traveling and being exposed to Boca Chica y Dominica Este, Santo Domingo, and meeting girls and actually developing I'm not going to say a friendship. I don't know what to say. Well, fuck it. For the sake of conversation, developing a friendship with them, and I was privy to what they have going on the inside. I got the insider scoop. It all came full circle. And that's how those girls in Colombia knew that I was there without me telling them that I was there. That's what it is. Is what it is. Okay. The key maker, Echo. I got an Echo? All right, well, sorry. I've been talking for I don't know how long. I guess I'm just gonna have a fucked up echo. I'm not for the groups. Too many dudes catching feelings and getting mad. They don't realize the game is the game. In the US or abroad, in English or Espanol. Eddie J, you would be correct. Greg, LOL. Dudes are catching feelings over mangoes. Keymaker, yes, 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 yes. It is true, and it shouldn't come as any surprise to you, brothers, because the shit happens here. And as a matter of fact, there's actual. I mean, there's video evidence on this shit that you can look up right now. Matter of fact, do a quick Joe Google search. Google porn, Google life after porn, or Google porn stars that have been married after porn. All right. You're gonna find a handful of motherfuckers on your first initial search. But after you dig a little deeper, you're gonna see a lot of these bitches. You know what I'm saying? They've done DPs, they've done girl on girl action, they have done bouquet. They have done multiple orgy type of shit that's all on camera, right? And after all that was said and done, and you know the porn life ran its course, and they may or may not have the money they used to, they go get married. Somebody, some guppy, I'm not saying simp anymore, some guppy takes them in, wipes them up, puts them in a BMW, gives them a fucking mansion, and as he walks down the street with her, some guy will see her and recognize who she is, and he can Google her name, and all the fucking scenes she did is still available on the internet, and he's fucking proud. Same rule apply with these brothers out here with these mangoes. Yeah, same shit, different pile, different location, same game. Just as brother Eddie J just said. So yes, Keymaker, dudes are catching feelings over the mangoes. Eddie J says it's sad because some dudes have a scarcity mindset when they travel. There are more than enough beautiful women in these countries. The programming is deep, Eddie. And it's like it's hard to reverse that programming once it's put into a man's mind. You know, it's like it's hardwired. Think about it, bro. They've been here for 30 fucking years, 40 fucking years in a scarcity state mindset, in a matrix mindset. It's hard, you know. I mean, that guppy chip, man, that guppy chip a motherfucker. You just can't pull that bitch out and deactivate it. That shit is hardwired. And they take that same mentality over there. And it's just hard, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'll be honest. My first 2 or 3 chips out of the country, I had a problem getting that guppy chip out of me. You know, because this is what I had been doing for the past couple of years of my life. This is where it was at. You know, and I just came to a point to where I got it, I get it, and I changed. You know, but the power of the PUSSY, do not. I repeat, do not underestimate that shit. It then turned to really shout out to Coach Greg Adams. Greg Adams said, a lot of you motherfuckers blow job away from being back on the plantation. Nigga, kill me when he said that shit, but it's so true. It's so fucking true. Some people never did leave the plantation. I mean, they walked off the plantation physically, but their minds, it never fucking left. It's still there, you know. So it is what it is. So yes, there are enough beautiful women to go around, and you know, it, it's just the way it is. It's gonna take some time. All right. What you can do though is identify those type of men and do your best, do your level best to distance yourself from those motherfuckers. Just distance yourself from them, and don't do it all at once. Make it a slow, gradual walk away. Don't make it obvious. Don't make it obvious. Just have them look up, they see you, look up, they see you, look up, they see you. Then one time they look back up, damn, he in the distance. I still see him, but all right. Then they're gonna look up again. They're gonna stop looking for you. You're gonna be gone. So it's how you know you do that shit. You know, it's just trust me on this. That's the way you go about doing it. All right. Wait, the guys are not going overseas to go to the museum? Kid Padmore, boy, you a fool with it, cousin. Man, you know the boys ain't going over there for the museum, you heard me? These motherfuckers ain't been in the museum in their own city, you dig? So why are they gonna pay 800, 900, $1,000, you know what I'm saying, to fly halfway across the world to go to their museum? Come on, man. Come on, man. It's real. It's real. You heard me. I understand how it is, though. You got your pride and shit. You know, you're a big man. You just can't put it out there that you're going over there for the pussy. I'm gonna look like a weekend nigga. I'm just not going over there for no pussy. Yeah. It's like, all right, cool, man. Whatever works for, whatever help you sleep at night, cousin. You heard me? You can lie to me. You can lie to everybody else. But to bitch you cannot lie to yourself. You gotta wake up in the morning and you gotta go to sleep at night. As long as you cool with it, I'm great. No hay problema. Hey, what's that, an M4? What it do, man? I can't call it. You need to take OW with me when I go to buy my next car. Eddie J, you know, I appreciate that, Eddie J. That means a lot coming from you. I've been called a couple of things in my day. A silver-tongued motherfucker and an asshole. I try to live up to both of them. I appreciate that coming from you, my brother. Not a problem. Country Travel, what up, OW? Man, I can't call it big country, man. I'm just out here, you hear me? Trying to, spread a little love, a little information to the fellas, Maybe somebody, it'll fall on the right ears and they're going to grasp this shit and they're like, damn, all right, yeah, I got it. I got it, bro. Thank you, old dog. Business is pleasure, pleasure is business. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I got it. And it might save somebody's life. All jokes aside, though, that might really save somebody's life. Or it might be all the difference, But maybe, maybe not. Who knows? We shall see. Mark, hola, OW, in the chat feed. Right, man, I appreciate that, cousin. I appreciate you wiping your feet, man. All love. I appreciate everybody being here. And we got child man. Okay, point taken, OW. Right. It happens everywhere, but not at the rate in Medi. Medi happens every week. This is true. This is true. Exactly. I agree with you on that, Travelmatic. You make a good point that it does happen more often. It's become more prevalent in Medellin. Um, and it's good that it's awareness is being brought to the situation. That's the good thing. Even small fries like me and big fries, they're all they're speaking about it now. If it's being outspoken, it's not like this little secret thing that's happening and no one wants to talk about it. People are being vigilant. They're when they're going there now because the word is out. It's no longer this little like mom's little mistake by the lake. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers know about this shit, and they're warning other people to take precautions so it won't happen to them. Moving forward. So yeah, you are right about that. My thing is that I just don't want people to take the message the wrong way and take it as though that it's happening in Medellin, and if I go to other places in Colombia, it won't happen to me. Because what happens then, the message is misconstrued, and they go other places and they let their guards down. All right, and when people let their guards down, well, you know how that goes. What's understood ain't got to be explained, and they get taken advantage of. Charles Explorer, I say Medellin, sound like these motherfucking country motherfuckers. Medellin. Medellin is mild compared to other cities. Sounds like Travelmatic got in Medellin. Well, I don't know. And Eddie J, that's a sensitive topic, man. You never know, brother, man. Man might, um, damn, Eddie. That man might not want to put that information out there. You know what I'm saying? We were talking about a cat earlier over there on Double R channel, man, on Roller Tape, dog. Nigga. My homeboy got his issue here, man. He waited a while. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I had been knew that shit had happened. You did. But like I say, I ain't no ratting that nigga. I ain't going to go expose nobody business like that. I felt like that was that man's story. And when he wanted to go public with it, that was going to be his time to come out there and tell his story. You know, it wasn't for me to go out there like, man, bro, I know this dude. Ooh, you know, I was like, nah, 'cause I ain't gonna do it like that. But yeah, I will, you know, give awareness and, you know, put warnings out there if I know folks are dead, but I'm not gonna get specific to the point to where somebody know be like, man, that's fucked up, old dog, man. You exposed that man. That's cold, you heard me? Nah, I ain't explaining what it is, bro. What up, old dumb man? What's up, Profane, man? I ain't seen you in a while, man. Boys, I'm glad you stopped by, bro. But yeah, but you know, I'm getting towards the end of the motherfucking the live right now. I think I drove my point home about fishing in the same pond and keeping shit business. If you out there, I think people have a good understanding of where I'm coming from and what I'm saying, and hopefully moving forward, um, we could become more vigilant. And I mean, if you out there for that, you need to conduct that shit as business, player. That's it, and it's gonna save a lot of people time and money. Trust me. And that's basically what my goal was tonight. Hopefully, reach somebody and save them time, save them money, and hopefully save their life, man. That shit is serious what they got going on out there, you know, and to bring awareness. Look, yeah, we all on the same time. A lot of us are dating. I ain't gonna use the word date. I'm gonna say a lot of us are seeing the same people, and they see us. So trust me, they know what you're down here for. You know, and you trying to play that role like I want a girlfriend. Nah, motherfucker. You be like, like this fucking gringo. He think we don't know. He was just out here the other week. Last month he was here. He slept with 6 of my girls. And this week he wants a girlfriend. Ahora él quiere una novia. Novia. Mm-mm. Nope, 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 nope. Not gonna work. You own that shit. You own that shit. They gonna play your ass. Boy, you better watch them whole boy. I'm telling you, boy, they coming for you. But anyway, I appreciate all y'all coming through here tonight. I'm about to get on up out of here. It was nice. I want to do a show too. I'm do a live tomorrow. You see, America is becoming, well, it has been sex prison, but now we're gonna have a fucking divide straight down the middle, you know. And this has been sex prison for a while for some people, and I'm just gonna, give my opinions on that. And to some people, man, look, they're like, man, sex prison, like, oh, you fucking crazy, man. I'm fucking every night, man. Look, more power to you. But they got some people over here that have a totally different opinion. So those are the people who I'm gonna be talking to, not you, Mr. King Diggling. You fucking every day of the week, Supermax Thug, whatever the fuck you is. I'm not talking to you. You know, your experience isn't true for everybody else. So you go sit your ass down over there, and I'm gonna talk to these people over here who having some problems, and it ain't as easy for them. Texas done turn the tricking into hard time. They talk about these motherfuckers start next month is gonna start handing out felony charges if they feel as though that you solicit for the act of sex. That's right. And I have some opinions on that shit, and I'm gonna share them opinions. I'm gonna do a show about that shit because, in my opinion, if you look at what's going on, you got New York decriminalized, L.A., Las Vegas, that area around that, Nevada, decriminalized a certain sex. Texas, felony. Moving forward in years to come, you're gonna see a clear fucking divide. You're gonna have half the country that's gonna be pro sex work, no problem. You have another part of the country. If we catch you over here online, that's the trip part about it. You think it's just on the street? No, if they catch you online doing it, so you could use a particular verbiage online from what I was reading. And if it's anything along the lines of exchange of money for a sexual activity, bam, felony. All we gotta do is get you to show up now and take that to court, and it's a felony. All right. You do that 2 or 3 times, you got 3 felonies. These motherfuckers are damn near trying to throw away the key on your motherfucking ass just for trying to get some pussy. Just saying. So I would do a show on that shit. That's gonna be some interesting shit. I'm just saying. I'm just gonna put it out there. I want to do a little bit more research on it and get the nitty gritty of what they're gonna be trying to do. But I see a straight divide coming down. They're gonna see some people who for it and some people who against it. But at any rate, y'all fellas have a good night. I'm about to take my ass on tonight. You heard me? I got a little bit further to drive and I'm gonna be home. And yeah, y'all be safe. You know what I'm saying? Nice talking to y'all. Later.